Hello and welcome to the day 21 of the 100 Days Challenge, where I'll try to build projects in public. Today I didn't spend as much time as I was thinking or as I wanted. Basically, I put some other things on top of my priority list, and I had quite a few topics to handle during this weekend that I wanted to do instead of doing that. However, I still took half an hour, or actually more, closer to an hour, to work on the ads service. So at the end I wanted to work on a service that could later be reused in different games. And basically I came up together with AI, so you can see here that there are some comments in the service that were done also for the by the AI. And basically this service has quite a few things, but the important things are there's this interstitial frequency. So it means that every time I call this maybe show interstitial, every time I call it, it will show it only with this frequency. So I can call it 3 times until it actually shows an ad. Then there's this maybe show, and there's later a load, this show rewarded, so that you can use to take some rewards on the game. Basically, with this service, then it's easy to implement for any game. You just in the main Dart, you initialize the service, and then where you want to do it, just in the game over, for example, you call this maybe show interstitial. And with the logic that I mentioned before, every 3 times that this method is called, it will actually show an ad. And then I have this place where I could also use it in this game over overlay that it says the retry, where in some scenarios I could use this show rewarded method and on earn, so meaning that the video has finished, then I could continue after reward. But since I don't have this implemented, then I'm not using it, and I think that for the initial version I won't use it. I will just go on with the interstitial ones. And with that, you can see here that I have the game, so I play it. Then first time nothing happens, I retry. Second time nothing happens, I retry. Third time it shows an actual ad. You can see here on the top that there's a test ad, so nothing wrong. I can close it, and then everything would continue the same. I retry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see that there's some issues loading the ad, but you saw initially how it worked. I guess that I'll need to see why it's doing that and fix a couple of things, because I'm seeing here in the logs that there are some issues failing and everything. But yeah, you got the idea that this is what I did today. Tomorrow I'll try to polish all those things, and when they are done, I'll also request the actual IDs, because the ones you saw here in the service are for testing purposes, and those values will need to be taken for an actual application. This will initially be only for Android, but here in the bottom there's a method that depending on which platform you are, it shows one or the other. But yeah, I'll try to polish those mini configurations and have a working game so that I can start publishing and see if it gets any users. Otherwise I'll be spending too many days on this game that may not have any return. That's all for today. Thank you and see you tomorrow.